The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC, and I have a beautiful guest here on the channel today, our lovely doctor. I'll leave her to introduce herself, and then we will start our discussion from there. So please tell us your name.
Hi, AC. So my name is Dr. Mamiya from Owusu-Agyeman. I know it's a long name. You can just call me Ya.
Or Maya.
Yes,
Dr. Maya. Okay, so I brought her on here to talk about folic acid, and the reason why I chose her is that was like last year or 2 years ago.
Last year.
She started a folic acid, I think it was folic 365 campaign on her Instagram channel, on her Instagram page, to encourage women to start taking folic acid to make it a habit. So she's here to tell us everything that we need to know about folic acid. So Maria, once again, you're welcome. So tell us, what is folic acid?
Okay, so first of all, folic acid is the synthetic form. It's what you find in like a drug form. But in your food, we have the naturally occurring form, which we call folate. So Folate. So when you're eating things like dark leafy vegetables or any citrus fruits or peas, things like that, you're getting the natural form. But I mean, as usual, all the vitamins that exist, we tend to have the synthetic form available as well. So it's basically the synthetic form of vitamin B9.
Okay.
That's folic acid.
Okay, all right. And so now why is folate important to the human body?
Okay, so I know we all talk about anemia. When we think about anemia, we only think, I need to go and take my iron tablets. No, so there are different forms of anemia. So you can have a folate deficiency and an anemia too, because we use the folate in the body to build your DNA and repair your DNA. So it means that it's in every cell in your body. So it also helps you to maintain the number of red blood cells you have in your body. And I mean, we all know the science behind anemia, so yeah. So that's basically it. Don't just think about iron when it comes to anemia. Folate also causes anemia when you don't have enough folate.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who or which gender benefits the most from taking iron, or like which gender should actually really be conscious about getting enough of iron in their body?
No problem. Okay, so because it builds your DNA, we would say both genders. But when it comes to pregnant women, right, the danger with not having enough folic acid is that it may cause your child to have, a deformity at the back that we call a meningocele or a myelomeningocele. So it's basically, let's say your spinal cord has outturned. It's like a flower at your back, kind of. Yes, so that's why we stress it with females.
Okay.
Because the thing is that it's not like when you get pregnant before the possibility starts.
Mm-hmm.
You should already start taking it from your reproductive years. I mean, if you had your period at age 9, from that age, you start thinking about, folic acid supplementation and all of that. You don't need to wait until you're pregnant. So that's why we tend to stress with females in their reproductive years, and we don't really bother with the men because
Okay. So I remember when SSS, they used to give us folic acid.
Yes.
There was some other thing. There were two things that
Messy girls, right?
Yes. There were two things because people used to throw the S away, find a way of throwing the S away. But then years down the line, you realize that it's important like that you take it. So especially like because we also menstruate, so you're also losing blood every month. So it's also important to make sure that, I guess it's important to have it, to get it in the natural form and to get in your food. But then since like we don't always make a conscious effort to make sure that we get all our vitamins and minerals with every meal that we take. So then it's important to supplement just to make sure. And so from, like you said, if you can reiterate, from what age should you start taking, or should women start taking folic acid?
So when it comes to females, we always say once you're in your reproductive years. I mean, once you've had your first menstrual period, you have arrived in your reproductive, whether you are 9, you are 10, it doesn't matter. And some of us have it a bit later. And nowadays we are seeing 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds with it. So during that, you should start thinking about it and start, taking it in. So I do remember this medium thing, and I used to throw it away. But the problem is that they never explained it to us.
Yes,
You cannot give me, it was iron and then folic acid. You cannot give me a tablet and it, what if it's, like the way people are saying now, it's like chip they want to
yeah, but that's actually true. They never sat down to give us an entire lecture about it so that we understand the importance of taking it. Just come to dining and it's there, everybody taking a share and taking it. Yeah, okay. So basically the point of this video is to encourage all women to take folic acid tablets. Now, what are some of the specific Ghanaian local foods that are like iron rich or folate rich?
So it's a long list of foods that are folate rich, but usually we like to let you remember that FOL, we have foliage, that word, that English is foliage. So when you think of folic acid and folate, always think of your dark green leafy vegetables. Yeah, dark leafy green vegetables, sorry. So the commonest will be consumed. I mean, in other cultures, they'll say spinach, I don't know what it was, kale or whatever it is. But our basic thing is consumed. Then when you look at citrus fruits, they are also rich in it. And there are things like peas that are also rich in it. But
that beans also count.
Beans also count.
So those
Eggs
like for them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But also remember that too much of anything is so okay.
But I remember when I was doing my reading, I think it was before I had serum, I learned that the body needs vitamin C to synthesize the folates that the body takes in. Something of the sort. I remember a link between vitamin C and iron. So I started a habit of taking my folic acid tablets with the vitamin C, or whenever I eat watching or I'll eat like mangoes or oranges. It's just somebody said it to me, I read it somewhere. Like, is there really a link?
So the link is between iron and then vitamin C.
Okay.
So once you're taking iron, if you would clearly think back, when you're on iron supplements, you would usually add vitamin C because it helps it to be absorbed. Because there are some things, when it comes to iron, there are some things that you would take in that would inhibit the iron from being absorbed. So some teas and some wines and things, so that you usually add vitamin C.
So honestly, my confusion is what's the difference between the iron and the folic acid?
Okay, so iron is, so the big thing is that so your iron is building up your blood, and then your folic acid is building your DNA that is in every cell. Now the two of them, you need both of them to be sure that anemia is absent. Put it that way, because we have different types of anemia. We have anemia from low iron, anemia from low folate, and some other things. So let's look at it. Now the thing is that because they both cause the condition that we term anemia, they would have almost the same presentation. You may still be pale, you may still have a sore tongue, you may still be, easily fatigued and things like that.
Okay. So folic acid is important in early pregnancy because it helps to prevent the issue. But I remember another name.
Neural tube defects. That's
yes,
the general name.
that's the one I
them. Yes,
neural tube defects. Because basically, by the time you end up finding out you're pregnant, the cells are already dividing, things have already started going on very rapidly. So it's best to make it a habit to be taking folic acid supplements. And then, of course, if you are trying to get pregnant, don't slack on taking your folic acid supplements. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Okay, so there's usually this thing about should I take the 5 milligrams or should I take the 400 micrograms?
Oh, I remember I had that.
Yes. So, I mean, back then, the 5 milligrams was the commonest form of folic acid that's available. But currently, there's the 400 microgram, that's 400 mcg available. So, with vitamins, there's this thing that they use RDA, or recommended daily allowance. That's 400 micrograms for folic acid. That's when you're supplementing. And that's in basic if you don't have a serious deficiency that's been diagnosed and all of that, but basic level for everyone. But if you take a 5 milligram tablet, your body would have a way of getting rid of it.
So there's nothing to worry about. Okay. Because I remember I was worried about that when I was doing all of my research when we were trying to conceive Sarah. So I remember reading about all of that, and then I think I asked an college friend of mine, and he was like, "It's fine. Like your body will just get rid of what it doesn't need." And then in Ghana, it's like an over-the-counter drug. You don't need a prescription for it. But I think in other countries, you actually do need a prescription for it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much for coming over the channel. I really love educating people because I like to have information. So I hope that this was beneficial. I hope that you learned something. If you have a coconut hair, at least by the time I leave this video, just remember that take your folic acid supplement, case die. Okay, that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please share this video out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.